What a strange face the elephant has, and what a very long nose. This elephant is called Mumbo. Bob is pitching hay for Mumbo's breakfast. She uses her long nose, called a trunk, to carry the hay to her mouth. Mumbo lives on an animal training farm belonging to Bob's father, Mr. Bradford. He comes now with a stranger.
Bob, this is Mr. Thompson. Glad to know you.
How do you do?
Well, she says a nice big animal. She certainly is.
Like Mumbo, all elephants can hear very well, but their eyesight is not good. The skin of the elephant is thick and tough. Every elephant has a good sense of smell. Here Mumbo finds a lump of sugar. Tiny muscles work like fingers at the end of her trunk. Mumbo wants something in Bob's pocket. And here it is, another piece of sugar. Mumbo's feet hold up 8,000 pounds. There are 5 toes on each front foot and 4 on each hind foot. At the end of the tail is a tuft of coarse black hair.
Well, I like the looks of Mumbo. I see how well she is trained. Yes, sir. Down, Mumbo.
While Mumbo is showing her skill, a truck driver hurries up.
My truck is off the road. Do you think you could help me out?
I think Mumbo can push you out.
Elephants are strong, and Mumbo has learned to use her strength to push or to pull. The truck is in the ditch alongside the road. It's really in a bad spot. Now Mr. Thompson will see how well Mumbo can push.
Push. Push, Mumbo. Push.
Out of the ditch, out upon the road goes the truck.
Well, I'll take the elephant. She is so well trained that I want you to train our 2 young elephants that just came over from India. Yes, that will be all right. I'll bring them when I come to take Mumbo.
Today, Mumbo has wandered down to the pond. She is using her trunk to give herself a shower bath. Bob and his father miss her and start searching. Mumbo takes a drink. She first sucks the water up into her trunk and then blows it into her mouth. Mr. Bradford spies Mumbo's tracks on the path. Elephants are fond of water. In their native homes in the hot jungles, they take baths like this every day. Soon Bob and his father find Mumbo in her favorite bathing place. Nothing like a good cool bath on a hot summer day.
Bath time is up, Mumbo. Come here.
But Mumbo is not in the slightest hurry.
Come here. Come out.
At Mr. Bradford's second command, Mumbo comes slowly out of the water. The sharp branches of this tree make a good back scratcher. Mumbo is refreshed and ready to return to her place on the animal farm. She now uses her toes to scratch herself. Elephants also take dust baths. Mumbo scoops up the dust with her trunk. A coat of dust protects her skin from insects. Bob's little sister has no one to play with, so Bob brings Mumbo over to stop Sister's crying. Mumbo comes dancing over to the playpen as Bob directs her steps. Little sister isn't satisfied. She wants better tricks, so here's another. Now Mumbo sits up just like a trained dog. She holds her head and her trunk gracefully. Well, how is this? Bob's little sister can have a circus in her own backyard. Now what's Bob trying to do? Why, he wants to get right up on Mumbo's back, and she boosts him with her trunk. Bob often does this, and then he rewards Mumbo with a lump of sugar. Sister is really interested now. The elephant lowers her head to let Bob slide down easily. Standing on one's head is a difficult trick, but Mumbo does it well for an elephant. The week has gone by, and here comes Mr. Thompson, the circus man, with the new baby elephants.
Here are the 2 baby elephants you promised to train for me, Mr. Bradford.
It's going to be a long, hard job.
As Mr. Thompson leads the young elephants to their new quarters, Mr. Bradford thinks proudly how well Mumbo will perform in the circus. This is Bob's first chance to work training baby elephants. He is already getting acquainted with the new arrivals. Sugar is usually a great help, but it makes these elephants almost too anxious to be friendly.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Thompson. Good luck to you.
All right, and I hope you bring Bob sometime to the circus.
I will.
So long.
May I help you train them, Dad?
Yes, Bob.
On a morning 3 weeks later, the baby elephants are just finishing breakfast. The chains are taken off their feet so they can go to practice their new tricks. First, Bob circles them around into the training ring, and the elephants take their places on large, heavy tubs. This is a part of a new trick. Front feet up. And now, the proper way to sit down. That's all for this trick. The next trick is to learn to walk the plank. This is one of the hardest tricks to teach an elephant. With his clubbed, awkward feet, an elephant has to balance carefully when learning to turn around on the plank. This one holds on a little with her trunk. Well done, baby elephant. The other elephant is learning to do a funny act for the circus. First, she rings a dinner bell, and Bob brings on a tablecloth. Away it goes. Now Bob brings on a plate. Away it goes, too. But when he puts bread on the plate, well, that's different. At least until the bread is gone. Last of all, over goes the table. Someday, when she has learned this trick well, she will do it for hundreds of children in the circus.